So I'm gonna load. I have a text file that has 41,000 line. Now I'm gonna transform in Kafka message. I just look like this, just for being transparent with the test. So each of the line will be a payload, a Kafka message, basically. So I'm gonna run that script. I'm gonna run my script that produce the Kafka message. So I have a script there. This script is gonna take the file and generate 41,000 message. I'm gonna run it 3 times. So it goes 3 times through the text file. So it's gonna generate roughly, a bit under 150k message. Here we go. So now we can go on my instance. Well, if you're curious to see what's inside the script, maybe I should, because I'm recording, so at least, oops, sorry. I'm gonna show what's inside the script, but I'm just using the Kafka. See, I'm just I'm opening the file and I'm just passing whatever in the Kafka command, Kafka producer script, the file there. That's basically it. And it's pretty fast to do this, but that's not the point. I want to show and I want to test how fast it is to consume them. So I have a table called employee table. It's empty. I have an ETL definition here that takes what's in the payload map to, and map the source entity to the target entity and feed that employee table. And I'm calling this, I'm gonna consume this from my consumer script. But first, let's look at the topic I'm using for that test. Because I'm recording this, so I'll have to do it again if I forget my metrics and number. So I created a partition perf topic. I created 4 partitions. This is just for my test. There's no consumer subscribe because I deactivated the consumer script. But we can still see what's in the queue or what's in the topic if I do the topic inspector, list topic. I select this, load partition info, you can see the offset. I already done previous tests, so I should have plenty of message here, 200,000 message in the queue, but the consumer script, once I'm gonna activate it, is just gonna read the new message, which is gonna be 140k message, something like that. I mean, 3 times, yeah, something like that. If we look at the new message here, if I take what came in the last few minutes, just to show the complete picture in the recording. I just want to show the payload, an example of what we get. Each message looks like this, right? This bunch of employee data. I'm just getting first name, last name, and just feeding the table. And I'm using for that the RTE transformer that I'm calling from a script consumer. So if I go in script consumer, you'll see a very simple script here. I created a Kafka script consumer here, multi-partition. It's a simple one. So this is it, how it's configured. I've hard-coded the ETL definition I want to use. I deactivated the verbose mode, so not wasting compute cycle. And I'm using this function here to call the RT transform as the message arrive. Read them as a JSON object, and basically, I should comment this out. No need to write in the log. I know it's gonna work. So basically, this is where I'm calling the transform function. I'm gonna update because I actually forgot I was logging. I want to optimize the execution time, right? And here I just selected the topic I want to consume from. So let's open it. And it's not activated, so there's no subscription. As soon as I click activate, it should be it should start consuming. So I'm gonna get ready, open the link in a new tab, and then we'll open the statistic for the topic. My goal is to see the number of messages per second. So now there's 1,000 and 1,000 and 1,000 of messages sitting in Hermes. As I click activate, the script consumer is gonna start reading them. So I have a max concurrency. This I'm not exactly sure what value I should put. I created 4 partitions for that topic. So I don't know if I need to match that number here, but that's what I've done. So let's activate. You see the employee table is empty, and you're gonna see how fast or how slow we're populating record. Reading record is extremely fast. What's taking the time from what we discussed in my test is doing this insert in the table, right? So now if I start refreshing, I should see, that's quite fast already, 3,000. I'm refresh, let's say I refresh every second, 5,000. See, it's like almost 2,000 per second. Or per 2 seconds, yeah. I think it's quite fast, in my opinion. See, it's just feeding, reading from the Hermes queue and just populating. It's funny, now it's stuck. Now it's slowing down a little bit. Maybe just a UI thing. Boom. Yeah, 22. So what's interesting now is to look at the topic inspector. No, it's to look at this here, the statistic. If I refresh, after 5 minutes, you start seeing numbers. Oh yeah, this is great. I mean, I don't know if it's good or bad, but that's the consumer processing. So we can see the number 500, 600. Yeah, I think it's quite fast. It's way better than my original test when I had the verbose mode activated on the consumer script, and I was logging also the plenty of gs.info logging in the log, which just consuming processing time. So this is extremely fast. Yeah, 650 average number of record processed per second over the period of time. Right, and the employee table, again, it should stop at 144, something like that. That's the number of message I should get in that table. I should get 120, also 130k message. So it's still processing, but I think it's quite fast. Yeah, it's gonna be done. So because I'm recording, we're gonna see, we can have a very good idea, look back on when I activated and then when it's finished. So I'm gonna reload the form. Yeah, 700. You're almost done. He's gonna stop because I'm almost done, and I'm gonna stop recording. That's good. It's good enough data for me. Yeah, I'll say roughly 700 messages per second, and I can have precise number here because I can see at the first record created and the last. So that's it. It's done. So I think it should be done. I think I already processed them. Yeah, it's stopped now. So 700 messages per second we're consuming with the script consumer, and I can see the first message 135, and yeah, 3 minutes ago, and the last, oh no, yeah, 3 minutes. Yeah, 3 minutes. By the time 3 minutes to consume and insert. 424. 124. That's pretty good. Hope that's useful. I'm just gonna publish this somewhere so we don't have to do this test over and over, or maybe document my findings, but this is kind of already documented. I just wanted to test it for myself. And also it all depends what time of, if you have business rules on those tables and things that you apply on insert, that could delay the time as well. And also the size of your instance. This is obviously an employee demo instance, so it's tiny instance, I believe.